Hello again, YouTube. This video might be just a little smaller than the last three. That one was almost an hour long, not the one before. Not the last one, but the one before. I think it was stage 16, I think was the longest one yet. This one might be short. So, and this is, build your own Ecto-1, issue number 6, stage 18. It just says front chassis. Yeah. George, you making? I thought anyway. We'll get to it. Okay, as you see, it's stage 18 front chassis. Ain't much to it, and it just attaches to the front of the car, and ain't really a whole lot to it. So since I'm on the subject about the magazine, I'm going to show what's left in the magazine that I didn't show in the others. Looks like you're, like the terror dogs of the first Ghostbuster movie. That's what they kind of look like when they were making the movie. Stop motion animation. That's kind of like a dead art or dying art, I guess, that they don't use anymore, because now mostly everything now is CGI. But back then, when they did stop motion or full size animation, practical stuff, it made it look more realistic, that's my opinion. So, but yeah, that's the kind of stuff you don't really see much anymore. The old stuff, because the old practical way, the old practical stuff, it's probably harder for them to do it, like, too expensive to do it that way anymore. But you gotta think, it's a time and an era or a time when they were still doing stuff practical, when they were doing practical effects and things like that without the special effects. Things looked more realistic when they did it that way. So, but anyway, this is what's going to be in the issue 7. Looks like it's going to be some floorboards. This might actually be a very short. This might be really short on the next 4 kits. And I might be able, if they're really short, I may have to combine them together into one video. But if I do that, then you'll only get one video a month for that. But it depends on what all has to be done in this one. But this is all it shows. What's going to be coming in the next kit or shipment. So the next 4 kits, I'm not sure exactly what all is involved in that. But it looks like I really don't see no electronics yet, and that's going to be a little bit nerve-wracking, because I've never done that part. But yeah. And then here's the kit sitting in my lap. See, it ain't a whole lot to it. That's what it looks like. Looks like part of the support for the front bumper.
This is a reminder.
And my Alexa is telling me I need to take my medication.
This is a reminder. Nighttime lights.
Anyway, there's what I gotta do. So, all right, we'll get to it. Okay, on this, they want us to take the front chassis. Now we got these 2 little pieces here, and they are different. These little pieces like this. Make sure that which one is this one? Well, they're not labeled, so in the manual, just pay attention to the illustration, because it ain't going to go on this side like that. It's not going to go on that way. It only goes on this way. So you have to, there's a little peg, and it goes in the second hole, and the screw goes in the other hole. So you just kind of line it up like that. Basically, This is the front left-hand side. They're not really named. Oh, they just got it as a part number. So okay, so this is a part number 18B, and the other one is 18C. So they want you to attach this plastic piece onto this metal part with an EM screw on the side. Okay, snug it down. And then on the other side, they call this 18C. And again, it's got a peg on it too, and it goes in the second hole, like that. And then they want you to attach an EM screw. Now I didn't name off the name of the screws in this one, so you have an EM screw, DM screw, and an HM screw in this kit. So just in case you want to know. I've been getting to where I've been forgetting to say that in the video, so but that's okay. Not too picky about that. So just snug it down like that. Alright, next step. Okay, on this part they want us to attach this assembly, chassis assembly, and now there's a bottom side that looks like this, and then the side that it goes on, it's more dipped in on this side, so this is the way it goes on the chassis. So you line it up with the holes. I think these two back holes, you line it up with those right there. So you're gonna put screws in this hole and that hole on both sides. Just line it up where it kind of lines up with the hole. I can't really see what I'm doing. I have to bring the car a little closer. Okay. Now they want 4 DM screws to hold it in place. So I'm gonna get them started, and then I'll tighten them all down at once. Now the little next part that I'm seeing on the instructions kind of makes me a little bit nervous, because they want you to flip the car upside down again, which puts pressure on the top of the engine, and I don't want to do that, so I'm afraid it's going to end up hurting something on the engine. Because as you start adding more parts to this, it starts getting a little heavier, but at the same time, you know, you still have delicate parts on the top that can get hurt. You know, you don't want to hurt all your delicate parts, like your engine, stuff like that. So when you start having to flip things over upside down or anything, and you got a critical, you got some delicate parts, it kind of makes you cringe a little bit. It's like, oh boy, am I going to hurt it this time? I don't know. Try to. I don't know if that's gonna work or not. I have to. As I said, I'm not left-handed, so I'm right-handed. So it's a little hard for me to. It's hard for me to do this without getting in the way of the camera. I should say my cell phone camera. Okay. Type. Alright, now the next part, they want us to now I'm not sure if these are labeled different or not. Oh, they are. Okay, so they are slightly different. Now what they want us to do is flip the car over. So I'm going to try to set this on here under it to keep it from hurting the car, or the engine, I mean, because I don't want to damage it or get it hurt in any kind of way. That really bothers me to put any weight on that at all. So on the bottom, okay, it looks like, according to the picture, it does not, this one does not go on this side, it goes over here. So you got this bottom tab right here that goes on that, and it holds it on there. And this one is just the opposite. It's kind of like that, and you just set it down on top of that. Alright, so we need 2 HM screws to tighten them down. And these screws are a little bit longer than the others. So I'm going to try to do this quick. I'm going to try to lift up on the body of the car to get that weight off of the engine. I don't know if it'll hurt it or not, but it probably would if I'm pushing down on it, trying to screw these in. It might actually hurt it, so I'll try to pick it up a little, keep some of the weight off of it. So screw it in that way. Alright, now they call these assembling, okay, the chassis frame skeleton is this part that I'm doing now. So it's basically a chassis skeleton, that part. I'm assuming it's probably to help support the bumper in the front of the car, so that's my thought on it. But if they want to call it a, you know, skeleton or frame skeleton, that's okay. That's what they want to call it. We'll get this thing flipped over back on its wheels. Okay, that's all there is to that. Let me set this back out of the way. Flip the car back over. There we go on that. And that finishes that stage of this kit. Okay, so this that finishes off stage 18, the front chassis, on issue 6, or Build Your Own Ghostbuster Ecto-1 issue 6, stage 18, if that makes any sense. So alright, so that's pretty much it on that for now. Whenever I get the next Ecto-1 piece, or shall I say the next shipment, I'll make videos on that. But again, you know how Ecto-1 is getting, where like they'll keep it going for a little bit, and all of a sudden it'll be like a month delay, almost a month and a half, and you later find out that the reason why there's a delay is because they wanted to ship out they want to give you the free gift with that shipment. I still don't understand, if, you know, to keep people from being delayed on their model, why not just put the free gift in any one of the shipments? I mean, you're going to get them all anyway eventually. So instead of delaying a shipment just because of a free gift, just put it in any shipment and then send, so you don't have a delay in your, you know, building your model. But they don't do it that way. It's like, the reason why there was a delay in this shipment of these 4 kits that I just finished, or when you see this video, you would have seen the other 3 before this one, but the only reason why it was delayed by almost a month and a half is because um, of a free gift that was that baseball cap that I showed at the 4 videos back. You know, and yeah, I gotta look at the magazine. So, yeah, on the stage 15, you know, before I showed that and I showed the baseball cap, the free gift that came with the shipment, I had to wait a month and a half before I got the shipment of these 4 kits because of that baseball cap. Why didn't they ship it in the next shipment instead of waiting till it got in and then ship this one? Anyway, I got another shipment coming from Fast and Furious. They should be here in the next 2 to 3 days. So by the time you watch this video, I will probably be working on the Fast and Furious one, or already be done with it, and be uploading side by side with this, you know, with this video. So we'll have to wait and see on that. I'm not sure when this video is going to go live. I'll find out when I start editing and publish it on YouTube, and we'll find out. But there will be more videos coming. Just stay tuned for that. And George, are you farting again, George? Anyway, you see that on flying? It's flying around over here. You see that? There's nothing there. And I'm in the house by myself. Remember, my wife's in the nursing home, so there's nobody else here but me. So maybe it's a farting ghost or something. Okay. No jump scares this time unless you want me to do it. You know, I'll do it again if you want me to. So just let me know in the comments down below. Oh, and before I forget, if you want to get an Ecto-1, do a thing with the Ecto-1. You want to start building your own, do your subscription and start building the Ecto-1 like I'm doing, or like so many others are doing, like where they're subscribing to eaglemoss and they're getting the Ecto-1. If you want to get the same kit that I'm doing, I'll put a link down in the description below, or I'll put the website down here somewhere. And I'll also put it down put a link to it down below in the description down below the video. So yeah, so if you want one, I'll give you a link to it, and you can click on it and check it out. But I'm still determining what model should I build after I'm done with this one. You know, I'm still working on the Fast and Furious, but it'll probably get done before the Ecto-1 at this rate because of the delays that eaglemoss has. But yeah, so there's that. Alright, so like the video if you like it, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to subscribe, it'll help me out a lot. The more subscribers I get, the better, it'll help me out a great deal. And if you want to share the videos with somebody, want to show them, hey, look at this model being, whatever. If you want to share the videos, that's okay too. Hit the notification button. Why do I say button? It's a bell. If you hit the notification bell, it'll let you know when I publish a new video. It will also let YouTube know, the algorithm know, that you like that type of content. So you'll be able to see more, say, people building die-cast models, a 1/8 scale kind of thing, or more Ecto-1 type videos. There's more of them out there where they're further along than I am, or some of them that may be just starting like I did, about last year. So, okay. Anyway, somewhere right there, right, maybe in the hallway back there. I think it's farting, when I go like this. Anyway, something different, I guess. Okay, bye. and I'll see you in the next video. So be safe out there. Be careful. Bye.
Ha 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 ha!